Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sora and today I want to do a little pick a card reading about your life purpose and your path to it. A disclaimer is that your life purpose might not be your job, it just might be what you need to do in life. Maybe it's helping people, maybe it's forming a family. It's your high purpose, it's what your soul and your spirit guides are calling you to do, and you might not have realized yet of your purpose yet, so this is a bit of a helpful pick a card, I guess. So the cards we're using today are the Visions cards from the game Mysterium, the Animal Spirit deck from the Wild Unknown, and I'm gonna be using my trusty Nordic Runes. If you've never heard of them, they're a tool that's used mostly like tarot, like you can do a lot of tarot readings with them, but they convey a more karmic sense, a more natural sense about the world that I like better. So these are the three piles I've done for you. You can pick one of them and when you're ready, and the timestamps will be in the description below. So take your time, take a couple of deep breaths and pick the pile that it's calling to you. Without further ado, we'll start with number 1. So, if you pick number 1, this reading is for you. The first thing we're going to do is see your animal, or your spirit animal, and also this, I believe, will reveal a lot about your life's purpose. Then we will see the path you're gonna take to them with these visions cards. And lastly, we're gonna do a Celtic cross reading with runes to see what's blocking you right now, what might be the problem you have right now to getting to your goal, to your life's purpose. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, Oyster. Oyster is a very beautiful card. It's an energy, it's water energy, so you might be a water sign, but what it represents, it's a very big creativity, a very big potential that it's right now shielded. So what we're seeing is that you might have a very important dream in life. Probably it's something creative, because the oyster refers to something mostly creative. It might be music, writing, poetry, whatever. You have a very high potential. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot of energy to do it. But you right now are shielding yourself. You're shy to show this to the world when it's so beautiful. It's like a pearl inside the oyster. So your life purpose might be creativity, to create things that help other people out. Again, it might be something entirely creative, like writing music, or it might be something like creating videos on YouTube to help people out. It might be spreading awareness of mental illness. Whatever it is, you have a very special talent and you need to put this to use. So, we're gonna leave the oyster. I don't want to... Okay, this is my little owl that I really like. So now we're gonna see your path to it. For me, with these visions cards, what I see is that the first 3 usually represent the past. These 2 represent the present, especially this 4th one, and the 5th one represents the future. So let's see. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so because this is a life like a life purpose reading and we want to know your path to it, I'm gonna read it as it is in all future tense, but again, you might already have gone through these phases and you're stuck on the 4th card, or it might be that you're already gone through all of this and you're in the 5th card. Okay, so I'm gonna talk like it's in the future, but it's not necessarily set in the future. This is very important, okay? So what I'm seeing in the first three cards is a travel, a trip to a new place. We're seeing here like a very fast movement, and it's on a negative side, like it's something you really didn't want to do. I feel like it's an exploration of a new territory, like a new city, a new country. I feel like whatever it is, it implies movement from where you are right now. And I see a lot of insecurities, anxieties, problems along the way. So what I'm generally feeling on these three first cards is a trouble you didn't really want to make. It might have been because of work reasons, or because your family is moving away and you want to move with them, or you don't have really any other option. But it's not something you wanted to do. And that's why you're encountering so much trouble, because you're not really floating on air right now. You're like, you're really, I don't know the word. I'm getting a feeling I'm trying to describe. It's very difficult right now. What I'm sensing is you really didn't want to do this, and that's what creates all of this sadness and this loss of creative potential that we're seeing on the fourth card. Okay, so the fourth card represents something stale, something it's almost dead. We're seeing a little bit of movement here with this house that it's floating, but you can see that it's covered in mud, and it's very dirty and very old. This seems like a cobweb to me, or it could be something, like cloth or something, but it's mostly rotted. And I feel like your creative potential will encounter a phase of not moving forward, of not being expressed, or you sensing that it's dead, that it's not valuable, that it has no potential. Like you will feel a little bit dry, and you won't want to do things. This card could mean a phase of depression and anxiety that we're also seeing in this card with lots of problems. And if you can see, there's strings here that might represent a movement that you don't want to make, which again really settles with the meaning. But I believe that with the fifth card, everything changes. We see a beautiful house that it could be destroying itself or constructing itself, but it doesn't matter. I think in this new place you will find not only a home, but inspiration. There's clouds with a lot of things here. It looks like clocks, and I feel like if you are able to get through this phase, to know that it's just changes that you need to face in your life, you will recover this inspiration to create again. And it's gonna be so beautiful, because what you create will inspire a lot of people. So this is the path I'm seeing for you. It's a bit sad, but I think it has a very happy ending. And now we're gonna use the runes to see what main problems you might face or you're facing right now. So yeah, we will do a Celtic cross reading. So for group number 1, what could be their problems in their life purpose path? Okay. It is a bit of silence, sorry. Okay. There we go. I can start talking again. Okay, so the main problem. Unsooth. Unsooth is the rune of communication and the word. So this creative potential might be tied to poetry or writing. because of unsooth being a problem. You lack a lot of communication skills, and this is really making you right now feel in trouble and without you don't really know how to express your feelings, and this is really making you feel really uncomfortable. So the second rune represents the root of this problem, and we're seeing here a Wath, which is protection and help from the part of the cosmos. So what I sense is that this lack of communication right now might be because you feel like you're alone, like no one protects you, like no one really cares about you, which I don't feel it's correct. I don't really feel like that's true for anybody. There's always someone that cares about you and that loves you, so you really need to let this energy go and start talking again from the heart. The things you have in favor is Sowilo. Sowilo is a very good rune. It represents harmony. It represents, for me personally, it represents the universe and karma. It represents that your life has already been established and that you don't need to worry, that the cosmos is on your side, that the universe wants to help you, but you really need to let the universe help you. This might be the message the universe is sending to you to tell you that everything will be okay if you really let go of this energy. The things you have against you is again, this is Laguth. This is the rune of the heart. It represents for me the water element, and it tells you to speak from the heart, but because it's in a negative position, what it's telling us is that you're not letting your emotions flow, that you're feeling stuck, and yeah, what I basically said here, that you don't talk from the heart, and this is really making you feel sad and threatened by the world. And now, this is the universe advice, and it's Feu. Feu is a very positive rune. It represents fire, and I think what the universe wants to tell you is that you need to start creating now. Like, you need to gather all this energy, this sad energy that you've been accumulating, and burn it and turn it into something so beautiful that it blows everyone's mind. Feu is also the rune of something very good that you achieved because of your work. Basically, it's something like you will become rich if you work hard enough. Like, the universe is telling you that you need to stop getting in your head and you need to stop working right now if you really want all of this, if you really want this creative potential to take a hold. So my personal take in all of this is that you are very powerful, probably a writer, but you could also be like a poet, a poet, a singer, etc. You have this talent that you're not so showcasing because you feel like no one will listen to you, like they're not good enough. When the universe is telling you that if you put hard work in it, if you put the effort you need, you will accomplish everything. So yeah, group number 1, this is what I'm seeing in your reading. If you liked it, please leave me a comment. If it resonated with you, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching me. Bye! So, if you chose orb number 2, group number 2 of the blue orb, this message is for you. Welcome! So, what we're gonna do to find your life purpose is use this animal oracle deck. We're gonna see the path to it with the visions cards, and later we're gonna use the Nordic Runes to see what's blocking you right now from taking this path to your life purpose. So, Cheetah. Cheetah is a very agile mind. I feel like you're very fiery, very agile precisely mentally, you might be, I'm getting very good at math or science. I'm getting specifically math, but it might be something related to math. I feel like you're very intelligent, very clever, and you're very aware of who you are and where you are and the people you that surround you. I feel like you are very intuitive in a way that not exactly intuitive, but I feel like you notice every little detail from every person. Um, so, what your life purpose might be, I feel like it's to be this energy for other people, to be this. I feel like the cheetah is a very happy energy, a very energetic person. So, what I'm getting is that you might need to be energy for other people. You need to be in harmony with yourself to transmit this beautiful energy to other people around you that really need it. Um, yeah, the cheetah is a fire sign, so you might be also a fire sign. You might want to look into that. If not, it might be telling you to be a little more fiery, to be a little more active, to be a little more, I don't know how to say it, a little bit more taking action, taking decisions, etc. So this is what I'm seeing for your life purpose, to be very to be energetic for other people, to be there for other people, to be agile and intelligent, and yeah, I think that's who you are. So we're gonna see your path to it, to be how you will become this very energetic, very intense person, how you will transmit this energy to other people. And with these 5 cards, what we're gonna see is your journey to it, basically. I usually feel like the 3 first cards represent a past energy, something you already passed through. Uh, these 2 are a little bit exchangeable. Like, these 2 represent for me the present, especially the 4th card, and the 5th card represents the future. But because we're seeing your journey to become this person, you might already have been through a lot of these phases. You might be on the end, or you might be on the beginning, but you're probably you're going to go through all of these energies, through all of these steps. So whether you're on the 4th card or you're in the 2nd card, you need to know that this is a general reading, this is a journey, all of us, we're gonna more or less share, and let's start. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm sensing with the first 3 cards is that you sense, or you will sense that time is running out with this card. It's like patience going backwards to you. You're the knight trap, and you feel like everything is against you, and you're trapped in time, and you don't know how to get out of this situation. I feel a lot of stillness, like you are not able to leave wherever you are, or the energies that are around you. I feel like you feel trapped in a cycle you're not able to escape, and you feel like every second that passes traps you even more. Because this night is the sand is going back, like this cut usually is like this, but because it's backwards, I feel like you're feeling every second you feel like you are more trapped. And again, I feel like a lot of it might be like a couple's trouble, like you're not getting along with your couple, or you don't have the same interests, or you don't have the same life goals. So it might feel like you're with the wrong person, and it might cause you a lot of this, what I'm talking about, feeling trapped and feeling like your life is running out, etc. This is what I'm feeling with the 3 first cards. I don't know in what sense I spoke of, But basically, if you didn't go through this already, you probably will. Again, on the fourth card, I feel like there's a lot of stillness still. I feel like, but now things are different. I feel like you're more content, you're more happy with this energy that surrounds you. You probably let go of this bad energy. Maybe you broke up with your couple, etc. recently, and this feeling of quietness, of restlessness? No, that's the other word. Of feeling rested, basically. Of feeling happy and content is now calming you, and you don't feel this sand going against you anymore. You feel at home, you feel at peace, and yeah, that's what I'm getting. And the last card, I feel like if you want to go from this bad energy that you're experiencing right now, of feeling drained, of feeling very still, to go to the cheetah that's very energetic, that it's very quick, that it's very intelligent, that it's very agile. What the universe is telling you is that you need to calm down. Your emotions, I feel like, are very, very strong, and sometimes they move you instead of you controlling them. It's very important to take notions of your emotions, but sometimes they might work against you. That's what I'm seeing in this card, like your emotions going against you. And this is what I'm getting here again. It's that you're not happy, you weren't happy, and you really need to let all of these emotions rest. You really need to work on yourself right now. And once you're calm enough and you really know how to control your emotions, you will get to the cheetah. You will get to be this energetic person, this person that everyone goes to because they want a bit of fun, they want to have a good time. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. Because there is a fire sign and there's water here, I feel like your emotions get out of hand quickly. You are very mad all of a sudden and you don't know how to handle it, and maybe you don't want to be mad anymore, but you feel this energy crippling through you like, oh no, I'm so mad. And you really need to work on that and control that to be happy and to become the cheetah. So now, we're gonna see what's blocking your path with the Nordic Runes. We're gonna do a Celtic Cross reading. So, I'm maybe, last time in the last reading I went a little bit silent while I did this, and I don't really know why. So, let's start. Okay. Okay. And one last one. I don't know why I go silent while I do this, but I always do. Okay, so this first rune represents the problem you're having right now, and it's Kaunath. Kaunath is motivation, happiness, and given through external forces. What I'm seeing is that you're not happy right now. You feel a little bit maybe depressed, maybe without energy to doing anything. I feel like this. Okay, we're gonna see the root of the problem now, but I feel like a lot of this is yourself working against you because you're looking for happiness in the outside instead of looking in and trying to figure yourself out. So the root of the problem is this rune, which is Hera. Hera is the rune of the harvest. It's a karmic rune. It represents basically it represents karma in a very big way. It says that whatever you did, it's coming back to you. And maybe you did something very bad to your partner, to yourself, and now you're getting this bad karma back. And that's what's causing you this this feeling of being emotionally drained and unhappy. These are the elements you have working with you. There is Berkano. Berkano, it's essentially the rune of femininity and motherhood. it might represent a feminine figure by your side, maybe your mother, maybe your partner. If you're a female, it might also represent you, and it's telling you that you have this feminine energy inside of you, that it's able to regrow and to heal itself, and it's telling you that you really need to work on who you are to regain this energy that you're losing because of karma. So these are the elements that are working against you. There it's Wunho. Wunho is happiness derived from social life and partying, etc. So right now, as we saw, I feel like you're not in a very good social situation, and this is what's also working against you. I feel like you're really trying to look for happiness in a social life when you should be looking inside to work in your issues, on your issues. So lastly, this is the universe advice. This is Sowilo. Sowilo represents harmony. For me, it's always represents the cosmos. So what it's telling me, it's that the universe is on your side right now, that this bad karma will pass away, but you really need to be in tune with yourself. You really need to be harmonious and really understand what's happening to you, really control these emotions, and you will eventually become happier. But first, you really need to let go of this feeling trapped situation, because I feel like you're trapping yourself in social situations you don't feel comfortable in, and this is draining you completely. Working yourself, especially if you're a female, you have the power of fixing yourself and healing yourself. Control yourself, and you will get to be this beautiful cheetah, agile, beautiful, intelligent, quick, energetic, and you will expand this beautiful energy to other people. So this is everything I've got for you, group number 2. If it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you liked the video, and that's it. I really hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye! So hi, group number 3, if you chose this pile or the pink orb, this message is for you. So what we're gonna do is find your life purpose through the animal deck. This is gonna reveal a bit of who you will become, and this visions card will let us know your path to it, okay, your journey to become this other person that you might not be right now, that you might have inside of you but you haven't really let go of. No, that's not the saying. Okay, so these are my Nordic runes. Are we gonna do, and later we're gonna do a Celtic cross reading to see what's blocking you right now from entering this path, or if you're already in the path, what's blocking you from continuing it. So, the first card is a gazelle. A gazelle is a beautiful being. It's a fire energy, so you might be a fire sign. I feel that gazelles are very beautiful outside, and inside they might be a little bit more more scared or more hypersensitive. I feel like your work in the world is to let shine this beauty, like be this elegant, beautiful human being that inspires others to create. The sun is behind the gazelle, and I feel like this is a joyful moment, like people will enjoy your company, you will be a very good friend, a very good advisor, and people will want just to be around you. So this is what I'm getting from the gazelle, and we're gonna see how you will become this beautiful being. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So, as I explained in the previous groups, What I do normally with these cards is that these three first cards represent for me the past. These two, especially the fourth one, represents the present, and the fifth one represents the future. But because we're seeing a journey here, you might have not started it yet, and you might see all of these signs a bit later in life. Also, it might be that you're already in the future, that you already become the gazelle, and this is just a bit of a reminder of how you did it in case you really need to use this again in your life right now. So, let's see what the visions cards tell us. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm getting is that, first of all, you are a very spiritual person, and this is gonna trap you. With this first card, this usually represents for me being spiritual, being religious, but we see here this trap, and what it might mean connected with these two cards is that because of this spirituality, you might need to make a decision. Like, for example, if you feel like your connection is to go meditate to the other part or to another part of the world, you might need to make this decision, and it might feel like a trap that you set yourself with. I feel like it's a very important decision coming, and it feels like you're letting something behind, like you're ripping apart your world. It's not a simple decision, it's not a fun one, it's something you really need to do. I'm also sensing a trouble, a trip to somewhere. You might need to reconnect with who you were, or you might go to a new place entirely. And again, I'm not feeling this as a good thing. Like, maybe because of your spirituality, you went somewhere, and now coming back, it feels like you've left everything behind you, like you didn't get anything from that experience. But I don't feel that's the case. I feel like you've gained a lot of knowledge, and that connects us to this card. This card is a pond with a frog and a doorway, and it's very dark. And what this energy is telling me is that you feel right now alone and trapped, and that your spirituality is really coming to get you. Like, maybe you spent a lot of money in this trip, maybe you spent a lot of money in your religious practices, but whatever it is, it feels like you're sensing yourself trapped, and you're not seeing an open door. You're sensing that everything that you've worked so hard for so many years is coming to get you. But I don't feel that's the case. I feel like this is another part of the journey to the spirituality, and that you really need to learn from this experience to become the gazelle. The gazelle is a very tranquil being, but that can sense trouble. They're hyper aware. Maybe it's important to you to go through all of these problems to see them in other people, and to being able to help other people out. And the last card where I'm seeing is you being a little bit defensive, a little bit aware of other people's problems. And I don't see this as a bad thing. I feel like you've gone through a lot because it was necessary for you to become the gazelle. You went through all of this trouble because it was important to you for you to learn from all of this. So this is what I'm getting from these cards. Now we're gonna use this to do a Celtic Cross reading to see what's blocking you right now. I might go silent. Sorry if I do that. I'm just really concentrating into making this a good reading. Okay. Here we go. And done. Okay. So the first rune we're gonna see is this one, and this is gonna tell you what's your problem right now, and it's Petro. Petro is mystery and secret. It also can be luck, but I don't think it is. I feel like right now the universe is hiding something from you, or you're hiding something from everyone else. This also could be this card, like you're trapping yourself in lies and secrets, and it's really hurting you, which it's also a good reading. Yeah, that's a good reading for that card. And when these secrets, you're fearful that these secrets are coming to life, they're gonna hurt you. On the other side, if we go on this spiritual route of reading the cards, I feel like you feel like the universe is not letting you learn certain things about yourself or other people, and that's really hurting you right now. This is the root of the problem, which is Berkano. Berkano is essentially the rune of femininity and motherhood and nurturing and nature. If it represents a feminine energy. So if we go on this route, we might see that maybe you broke up the relationship with an important female in your life. It might have been your partner, it might have been your mother, and this is why you went on this spiritual journey. If not, it might represent that you're working against yourself if you're a female, and that's really hurting you. It might also be that you're keeping I don't know how to say this. Yeah, that secret thing. I'm not guessing it anymore. Give me a second. I feel like the secret might be related to yourself. Something you've kept from everyone because you were scared of them finding out and just letting you go, like putting you down, maybe. I don't know. This rune represents the things you have working with you, which is Laguth. Laguth is upside down, which Laguth usually represents the heart and speaking with your heart and really basically speaking with your emotions, but because it's upside down, it's telling you to right now keep yourself, keep these thoughts to yourself, because if you let these thoughts, these feelings out right now, they might damage you more than anything else. This is the things you have working against you, which is Kaunath. Kaunath is happiness derived from external circumstances. So you might not be feeling very happy, you feel trapped, you feel bad in this situation because you're not getting any external help, which is pretty bad, but I think everything will resolve with this rune, which is the universe advice. So the universe advice is Ewath or Ewo. It represents partnership, it represents love, because it's upside down and in an advice position. What I want to tell you personally is that if you're in a relationship, it might be bad for you, and the universe is telling you to reconsider the good things and the bad things about this relationship, and to maybe let go of it. And this is how you might start this trouble, and how you might become the gazelle and really help other people out. If not, if you're not in a relationship and you're feeling trapped right now, it also might mean that you should stop looking for happiness in other people, because Kaunath also is here, and it's also telling you that you're looking for happiness outside yourself when happiness resides in all of us. The third and last reading, we could read it as a Wath being perfectly positioned, and it might mean that the universe has someone for you waiting, has someone waiting for you, and with this person you will become the gazelle, you will become this magnificent being, you will be finally happy. But because of what I'm seeing, this is probably not true. I don't think you should look for happiness in other people. I said this to the other group as well, to group number 2, because they had a similar spread, and it's like you really need to start seeing yourself as someone important and stop wondering what your life will be with other people. So, group number 3, this is my reading for you. I hope you liked it. If it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. You can subscribe to my channel and also leave a like. That will make me really, really happy. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!